Welcome to Discovery Education. This is an excellent resource that will really revolutionize your classroom. Charleston County School District has purchased and provided Discovery Education and Discovery Ed tech book for all science teachers in the district. They are especially encouraging all Race to the Top schools to use this amazing resource. I can assist you later with your login information, or you can contact your media specialist at your specific school to help you get logged in. But what I'd like to do today is just give you an overview of this resource so that you're able to look around it and navigate the site and see how it will best fit within your classroom. This is the front page of Discovery Ed. And there are a lot of different features and a lot of different areas of the site. So I'd like to go ahead and just show you a little bit around to get you comfortable using it. So when you log in, this is what you'll see. And I want you to go to My DE, and you'll click there. Once the site loads, you'll see the tabs at the top. This is your keyword search, and this is an excellent way to just get a really quick search. So you can search for videos, you can search for images, and all sorts of resources for your classroom. So when you go to My DE Services and you scroll down, you want to look for Science Tech Book, and that's what we'll click on. Now here is our what I look at as our dashboard of content. You're able to navigate to your specific grade level. I teach 8th grade science in South Carolina, but you can click on here and alter it for your middle school grades. The other searches that you can do are by curriculum searches, and there's an interactive glossary available as well. So I'm going to scroll down and just look at the different content areas that we have. So in 8th grade science, it's earth science, and we've got earth biological history, earth space science, and physical science. And those are the main blocks of content, instructional content, that our 8th grade year is split up to or into in science. So we're going to take a look at stars, galaxies, and the universe. This was part of our astronomy unit, and we'll view our unit. So when we click on this, we've got a couple different choices. We have structure of the universe, types of galaxies, characteristics of stars, and one standard that I'd like us to take a look at is types of galaxies. So when we click on here, it immediately pops up one of the most useful views of this website. This is an amazing resource right here, because what we have all in one condensed space is a model lesson, a way to prep yourself on the material, and then a lesson format along with activity links and video links in the 5E format. So the 5E format, in case you're not familiar with that, is engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. Those are ways to learn, understand, and really internalize science concepts and science standards. And they're typically used when you are using or running a lab in your classroom. So when we click on types of galaxies, this is what we see. If I had maybe an hour to get ready for my class, I could easily have a lesson put together in that time period. So one of the best places to start is here at 5-minute preps. I'm going to go ahead and launch the PowerPoint, and it's going to open it up in just a minute, and we'll click on that, and I'm able to brush up on all the activity and all the information that I need to know. So here we have Discovery Ed Science Middle School 5-minute prep for universe, stars and galaxies, and types of galaxies. And you can watch the slideshow, and these are all the key ideas, key points, things that kids need to know. One of the most useful things as well is common misconceptions. So this is a way that you can immediately know, what are my kids going to come to the table thinking, and what do I need to make sure that I explain thoroughly so that they don't walk away with this misconception, so that they have the correct information and the correct understanding of the standard. So back to our dashboard here. So we've got the 5-minute preps, And then this is curriculum standards. Again, you can explore this at another time. The next thing that I want to go to is the lesson overview. And so this really gives us the big picture of what our lesson is going to look like. So we've got our lesson objectives, overarching questions, our focus questions, and our lesson questions, along with key vocabulary and the lesson outline. These are all links that you can click on in order to get through to that information. So we have notes, we have our session 1, which is engage and explore, and all different links that you can click through that will really enhance your students' understanding of the types of galaxies. So as we look at session 1, we're going to see that session 1 focuses mainly on engage and explore. Now in session 1, we have a couple different ways to explore. There's video segments, there's reading passages, and there's directed inquiry, and it gives you discussion questions with which to prompt your students. In sessions 2 and 3 is when we get into the explain, and then in session 4 is when we elaborate and then evaluate. We've got mapping the night sky and all sorts of interesting assignments. So some of the resources that I want to take a look at is Explore. And so one of the neat things that Discovery Ed has on most of the standards are the explorations. And so this one is called Galaxy Match. So we're going to click on this and it's going to open up in another window. And this is basically a tool that you can use on your smartboard. Kids can use it on their iPad, but it's a way to get kids up out of the seat and interacting with your smartboard or again on the iPad. And so it's kind of just a little galaxy game, like almost like memory. So we'll close out of here. And again, we're going to go back to our model lesson. As always, with any online resource, you need to adapt this to your classroom. So you really need to make it yours. You might be able to get by with just 1 or 2 sessions instead of 4, as Discovery Ed encourages you to do. And that's just up to you in your classroom and your own teaching style. One last thing that I want to show you that I'll cover in the next training video is the Classroom Manager. One of the most amazing resources that Discovery Education has is the ability to actually build your classes and assign readings and assignments on this interface. So rather than going through a website like Edmodo, you can assign your students reading and writing prompts and explorations and all sorts of stuff right on this website. You can load your classes right here and do all sorts of really just amazing things that help to streamline your classroom. When you click on Classroom Manager, this gives you video tutorials for almost anything you would need to do to set up your classroom. So creating classes from school rosters, you're able to integrate your PowerSchool roster right into Discovery Ed. You're also able to see what your student sees, how to print and export your student roster, and edit student profiles. Most of Discovery Ed, obviously except for the videos, can be printed. So if a student is absent the day that you explore this topic, you're able to quickly catch them up. A few other things just before we close out for this session is the Teacher Center. So these are just, again, additional online resources that you can explore. And then there's also builder tools, assignment builder, quiz builder, writing prompt builder. This is one of my favorites. So when you click on here, you have the ability to do your writing prompts that have been loaded from your faculty from your school, from your district, or from Discovery Education. And so when we go to district writing prompts, we can see when these were created, what subject they're in, and the writing prompt here on the left. And so if we click on the final frontier and it brings up science. Imagine that you are an astronaut traveling through the solar system for a day. Write about some of the things that you would see or experience on your trip. What a great writing prompt to get students thinking. That could be used as a do now, a hook, a bell ringer, or part of independent practice. So again, going back to My DE Services and My DE, that gets us back to this front page where we started. Anytime you want to quick look up a video, you can type it in here, enter your grade level, enter your subject, and enter media types. So you can decide if you want to use it as an animation, clip art, full video, image. Let's just click on image and search. And so right here we just get a whole bunch of amazing videos, or excuse me, images. One thing that I like to do is to put this up on the screen, and then you can zoom this in really, really close, and maybe just allow your students to be able to see one small portion of this. And you can use this as a bell ringer or a prompt and say, what do you think this is? Maybe some of them would say a sunrise or a sunset, and then you would be able to zoom out and give them the full view of that beautiful galaxy. So I hope this gives you a good overview of how Discovery Ed could be integrated into your classroom. I know that Charleston County has brought so many different tools online. We are going to have a training this summer where we will learn how to integrate not only Discovery Ed, but also our CPUP kits and using the 5E lesson planning method so that it really maximizes the way that our students learn and think and are engaged in our classrooms. I know that you'll enjoy using this, and I'm available for questions anytime you need me. You can always reach me at Katherine, KATHERINE, _freely, FRELIGH, at charleston.k12.sc.us. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.